ketones, and carboxylic acid. Aldehydes, ketones, and carboxylic acid may up to now what we have done with the your nomenclature, your IUPAC name, and the preparation, common methods of the preparation of the aldehydes and ketones. जो भी उसके common methods of preparation थे, that we have finished. Now today we are going to continue with the method of preparation of the aldehydes. In the method of preparation of aldehydes also, in the method of aldehydes also, what we have done, we have completed the unnamed reactions. In the previous class I told you people that the unnamed reactions are important according to the conversions. Now today we are going to do with the named reactions for the preparation of the aldehydes. Now listen very carefully, all the named reactions are very important, and that is why what I am doing after finishing the each unit of organic chemistry, only the named reactions video I am uploading. सिर्फ उसमें named reactions I explain and I upload, ताकि at the time of examination it will be helpful to you to review from there. Clear? So let's start with the named reactions. Now starting from the named reactions, the very first reaction for the preparation of aldehydes and ketones we are going to do that is from acyl chloride. Acyl chloride का मतलब क्या हो गया? It is the acid chloride. Now whenever you are going to produce a aldehyde using a acid chloride, that particular reaction is called as a Rosenmund reduction. Okay, that particular reaction is known as the Rosenmund reduction. Now in the case of the Rosenmund reduction, your acid chloride, जो आपका ये acid chloride है, what happens to this? It is hydrogenated. It undergoes a hydrogenation, and that hydrogenation is done over the catalyst, means you require a catalyst also over here. In the case of the catalyst, what we do, we use a palladium. We use a palladium catalyst, and along this palladium catalyst, we use barium sulfate. Okay. Now this particular reaction, why we are using a barium sulfate over here, we say that we do the poisoning of the poisoning of catalyst. Now always remember that this poisoning of catalyst is done with the help of the sulfur. हमें यहाँ पे सल्फर चाहिए, that's why over here we are using a BaSO4. If say suppose you are not having the sulfur, you can use a quinoline. Why? Now what is the reason that we require poisoning of the catalyst? Now what is the answer for this? We require the poisoning of catalyst over here so that your aldehyde cannot further reduce to alcohol. तो अब यहाँ पे the important point which you need to keep in your mind is what? That you require a catalyst poisoning over here. Catalyst poisoning is done with the help of the sulfur or the quinoline. And why you are required to do the poisoning? You required to do the poisoning so that the aldehyde which we have obtained by the hydrogenation of the acid chloride, it do not get further reduced to the alcohols. Okay. Now let's look at the reaction over here. your reaction is and make a practice के you also start writing a general reaction. Reason being कि अगर general reaction you learn, then if any of the compound comes you can make that compound. Otherwise ये problem रहती है कि हमने तो ये propane के साथ किया था, ethane के साथ किया था and we are not able to make it. This is your general reaction. Now say suppose in this reaction I have kept over here R. I do not take the R over here. I take the CH3, CH2, C double bond O, Cl. BaSO4. So it will give me a CH3, CH2, CHO plus HCl. Now remember this thing that over here what we are having the two carbon atoms of your whatever the group you are going to take, and this carbon atom is of the acid chloride group. Okay, so यहाँ पे आके when you are going to produce a aldehyde you will get the 3 carbon atoms. तो ये वाली बात जो है you need to keep in mind कि जो aldehyde group है you all know that it is a terminal group, therefore its carbon atom is also counted by the naming. So this finishes your Rosenmund reduction. Rosenmund reduction में the main thing is what, that the poisoning of catalyst is done. किससे करते हैं? With the help of the sulfur and quinoline. And why the poisoning is being done? Because in order to avoid the further reduction of aldehyde into a alcohol. Okay, is it clear to everyone? Now yes, one more thing is students, that whatever I am writing over here, if you want to ये PDF form में भी I can make available to you people. मैं store नहीं करती हूँ ये सोच के that you are maintaining them in the NCERT book. If you say, then I will start keeping them and I will provide the PDF. Now the second thing is what? The second reaction. The second reaction is the preparation of the aldehydes from nitriles and esters. Now when you are going to prepare them with the help of the nitriles or esters, particular as a Stephan reaction. You are going to name it as a Stephan reaction. Now in this reaction, in this particular reaction, we say that whatever the nitrile group is given to you, the nitrile group given to you, it is reduced to amine with the help of the stannous chloride. Now when you are using this stannous chloride, there should be the presence of the hydrochloric acid, which further on hydrolysis is going to provide you the aldehyde. Okay, now let's look over here the reaction like RCN plus SnCl2 plus HCl. When these three are combining, what is happening? The reduction is taking place over here. Okay, the reduction is taking place over here. So what is going to happen? RCH double bond NH is becoming, and when it is going when it is undergoing a hydrolysis, H3O plus, it is undergoing a hydrolysis, it is making a aldehyde. Okay, this is the general equation. Let's take an example over here. CH3 C triple bond N plus. This particular reaction you can write down over here this also, and on the arrow SnCl2 HCl. So what we are going to get? CH3 CH double bond NH. Okay. On hydrolysis, it is going to give you a CH3. Got this? Now this particular reaction is what this particular reaction is your Stephen's. Now that I have taken, and for the reduction of the nitrogen, I have taken the stannous chloride in the presence of the HCl. Now, as say suppose you are now having the stannous chloride and HCl, or you want to substitute, you can take another reducing agent, that is your double H. Okay. This particular reducing agent, it also reduces the nitriles into the corresponding amines, which further on hydrolysis provides you the aldehyde. So over here, the important point is what? That you should remember that what is the full form of the double H. So it is what? It is diisobutyl aluminium hydride. Okay, it is this. अब अगर आपको इसकी reaction, if you want to write down, then how you need to write down? RCN the first step was ANH, that is your double H, and in the second step what you are doing? You are doing a hydrolysis and you are getting a aldehyde. Got it? You can write down this reaction in this manner also. Is it clear to everyone? Is it clear?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yes, ma'am.
Now, coming to the next reaction. The third method of the preparation for the aldehydes is what? That we can prepare them with the help of the hydrocarbons. You can prepare them with the help of the hydrocarbons. Now, preparing with the help of the hydrocarbons is what? By oxidation method. Now, when we are looking the oxidation method, we do the oxidation over here, methyl benzene. Now, by the oxidation of the methyl benzene, how you are going to produce the your aldehydes? Now, over here, what we do, we take a chromyl chloride. The important ingredient is what? That is your chromyl chloride. Now, chromyl chloride cannot write down like this in the reaction. Here formula. It is CrOCl2, chromyl chloride. Now, this chromyl chloride, what is the function of this chromyl chloride to use over here is what? It oxidizes methyl group to a chromium complex. Now, this chromium complex further on hydrolysis, this chromium complex undergo the hydrolysis, and on hydrolysis it gives the corresponding aldehyde. Okay, it is to give you a corresponding aldehydes. Now the important thing is what? That this particular reaction is going to called as a Itard reaction, and mark this particular reaction in your NCERT is very important. According to the exam, Itard's reaction is very important. So many times it has been asked in the examination. So let's look at its reaction over here. Methyl benzene means what? CH3 अब इसको हम क्या बोल सकते हैं, बेंजीन रिंग के ऊपर इफ देयर इज द प्रेजेंस ऑफ द मिथाइल ग्रुप इट्स नेम इज व्हाट, टॉलिन प्लस योर क्रोमाइल क्लोराइड CrO2Cl2. So what is going to happen, it is going to give you a complex CHOCrO HCl2 2. Okay. Now there is the presence of the carbon sulfide also. Now this particular chromium complex, this is called as the chromium complex. This particular complex undergoes a hydrolysis process. When it undergoes a hydrolysis process, it is going to give you a corresponding aldehyde. Corresponding aldehyde का मतलब क्या है? Like in the starting we was having the methyl benzene. Methyl benzene means what? कि आपके पास एक ही कार्बन एटम था. Methyl means one carbon atom. Therefore, when it has been oxidized in the presence of the chromyl chloride and further on hydrolysis, इसने हमें जो एल्डिहाइड दिया, दैट एल्डिहाइड वाज व्हाट, कि बेंजीन रिंग के ऊपर एक ही कार्बन एटम था. से सपोज अगर यहाँ पे CH3 CH2 सॉरी बेंजीन रिंग पे CH2 CH3 होता, तो इन द केस ऑफ द एल्डिहाइड फॉर्म इट वुड बी द टू कार्बन एटम्स ऑन द बेंजीन रिंग. इज इट क्लियर टू यू? नाउ दिस पर्टिकुलर रिएक्शन, अब आपको यहाँ पे ये याद रखना है that when you are oxidizing the methyl benzene, that particular reaction is called as the Itard reaction. And again I am repeating, mark it as a very important reaction because it has been asked so many times in the examinations. Coming to the next. Now एक तो what you have done, you have used the chromyl chloride for the preparation of the aldehyde. In the second, what we do, we are going to use a chromic acid. You are going to use a chromic acid. Now you should be familiar with the chromic acid formula. This is the chromic acid formula. Got it? Now in this particular reaction, what happens that you are going to take the toluene, the same which we called was a methyl benzene. Now in the case of the toluene, what it is doing, that this toluene is converted into a benzyl idene. Benzyl idene diacetate. Okay. Now this benzylidene diacetate, this particular when treated with the chromic oxide in the presence of the acetic anhydride, in that presence it is converting into a sorry beta. Over here only for converting a toluene or substituting a toluene, you are going to use a CrO3 and as well as you are going to use a acetic anhydride. Okay, when you are going to use it, it is going to give you a benzylidene diacetate. This benzylidene diacetate undergoes a hydrolysis. When it undergoes a hydrolysis, it gives you a corresponding aldehyde. So let's look the reaction over here. We have taken a toluene. This toluene is being treated with the acid. We have added the acetic anhydride and the temperature condition which we require, that is 273 to 283 Kelvin. Clear? So what happens over here, that it gets substituted CHO CH3 and further it undergoes a hydrolysis. When it undergoes a hydrolysis, we obtain a benzaldehyde. This is by using a chromic acid. अब ये confuse मत हो जाना, this particular reaction is not going to named as your uh, Itard's reaction. Itard's reaction, so you are going to say only the reaction which was your using the methyl benzene, oxidation of that only. Okay. Coming to the next part of the hydrocarbons, we can prepare it with the help of the by side chain chlorination followed by hydrolysis. Okay. Now in this, what we are going to do, you are going to take the again toluene. This toluene undergoes a chlorination. We have done that, it is done in the presence of the uvelite, and it is going to replace one hydrogen. Means CH3 की जगह क्या आ जाएगा, CH2, sorry, it will be CHCl2. Means what it has made? It has made a benzyl chloride. Now it further, what happens to this? Again the hydrolysis takes place at the temperature 373 Kelvin. Then it converts your CH2. Okay, because I have used this as a first position, therefore I am replacing this also. This position के ऊपर भी you are going to put the CH3, over there only you are required to do the substitution. Got it? Over here. Clear? Now the last equation from the for the preparation of the aldehydes named reaction is what it is by Gattermann-Koch reaction. This reaction is also important for us. It is also important according to the examination point of view. Now in this particular reaction, what happens? We are going to take the benzene. This benzene or benzene derivative, it is treated with the carbon monoxide and HCl. Now when you are going to take the carbon monoxide and HCl, there is the presence of the ammonium chloride over there. If ammonium chloride is, these both should be present in the enhanced condition. Clear? Now when you are going to take a benzene and you are making it to react with the carbon monoxide and HCl in the presence of the anhydrous AlCl3 and CuCl, then you are going to get benzaldehyde, or whatever you are going to take over here derivative, that particular corresponding aldehyde you are going to get over here. This particular reaction is called as the Koch reaction. So therefore the named reaction which we did today are what? The very first reaction we did the Rosenman reaction. Rosenman reaction के अंदर क्या था? That you are taking a acid chloride you are taking, then it is being hydrogenated with the help of the catalyst. Catalyst what we are taking? We are taking a palladium. Now that palladium we require to poison that catalyst with the help of the sulfur or quinoline. The reason for the poisoning is what? Because if you are not going to poison the catalyst, then the whatever the aldehyde is being prepared, it will be further reduced to the alcohol. Okay, then the second named reaction was the Stephen reaction. In the case of the Stephen reaction, we took a nitrile on treating with the stannous chloride in the presence of the HCl converting into a imine. That imine further on hydrolysis giving us the and we also we are not having the stannous chloride HCl और selectively for the nitrile. Selectively for the nitrile means का मतलब क्या होता है कि सिर्फ nitrile के लिए we are using over here your double H. Double H means diisobutyl ammonium hydride. If you are using that also, then you are going to get the aldehyde. This was your second named reaction. The third named reaction was the Itard reaction. In the case of the Itard reaction, we took a toluene. That toluene is being made to react with the chromyl chloride. It is CrO2Cl2. When it reacted with that in the presence of carbon sulfide, then it provided the chromium complex. That chromium complex further undergone a hydrolysis, and on hydrolysis it provided the aldehydes. Then the last named reaction for the today, or you can say for the aldehyde preparation, is your Getamen-Koch reaction. In the case of the Getamen-Koch reaction, we took the benzene, made it to treat it with the carbon monoxide and HCl in the presence of the anhydrous AlCl3 or CuCl. Then it provided the corresponding your aldehyde. Okay. Is that clear to everyone?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
So
Yes,
for
ma'am.
today, we are going to do this much only, and tomorrow we are going to discuss with the preparation of the ketones and the in-text question. Now what I'm doing, whatever your in-text question or exercise question, we will doing side by side only, so that you can also maintain your copies. And do not forget me up to Saturday का time, ठीक है? Up to Saturday I am giving you the time. Provide me the complete exercise of the alcohols, phenols and ethers. Okay? Exercise only I am asking. I am not asking any notes. If you are writing the notes, very good. If you are not writing the notes, then at least in your NCERT book, whatever the different thing other than the NCERT I am providing you, write down that in the NCERT book itself. Got it? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Then